What a week last week. What a week last week. Chicken, banana. Chicken, banana. Chicken, banana. Chicken, banana. Chicken, banana. Chicken banana or chicken bananas. Hey guys, can you share it and tag me?
Yes, sir.
Hello, chicken. Where is the banana?
Have you seen the new one with the Captain
Oh gosh.
Chicken wing, chicken wing.
Because the season of eggs.
Chicken and macaroni. I like that one too. We gotta do that one.
TikTokers.
I
TikTokers.
love it because the people that started that were like, I think it started in an old person's home, the chicken and banana, to get them to do movement.
So what do old people know about chicken and bananas?
Well, if I can know fried chicken with banana pudding.
Fried chicken with oatmeal. Join us now. Our show is how to fry chicken. Chicken. So, the thing with the governor's office of American Samoa, if you don't know what we're talking about, it's a continuation, because we keep on, this is like, people are waiting for this government to start move forward. But it seems like it's standing still because the people still cannot get over how much these people are being paid. Can you imagine? Got a bachelor's, got a master's as a teacher, and you're still making 40,000 tops? And you're an executive assistant with no prior knowledge of the job or education to back it up, or even life experience to back it up. You're getting paid $85,000 a year.
Stupid.
Question from the floor.
Well, that sounds kind of crazy here, 80,000. But you get out into the mainland and stuff,
Yeah,
people low average.
the comment, not question, was made because this governor is, the last job he held was a federal job. So then it becomes, well, why did the raises, why do the salaries do not reflect local living, economy, cost of living? Well, let me tell you why. Because the cost of living here is different than the cost of living in the United States. So maybe it's because he was a federal employee, the governor was, the current governor, Governor Nicolau Pulo, for American Samoa. Why is that? Well, maybe he was just going on what he knows, the federal cost of living. But for example, like in the state of California, if you make below $170,000 a year, you're considered poor. So, but that's California standard. But American Samoa standard, what is American Samoa standard as far as pay goes? Well, for government employees, I know for a long time they were not making anything. But then a new thing came out that that if you make 20,000, which encouraged people to get an AA degree, then you get 20,000 a year. But now you have the next incentive, which is get a master's. I think a lot of the teachers were striving for that. But how are you going to be a teacher and you see someone who's working for the governor's office as an executive assistant and you're making pennies compared to them? And you have to teach their children. You have to teach their kids spring for art supplies, the stuff that your kid needs, and yet the teachers are the one getting the bottom of the barrel. It is fair. You know, it's not fair for these teachers, not fair for the other, for the hospital workers, for the police, for EMS, search and rescue, all the emergency services. It is not fair to them.
Hey, they can't even get paid their old overtime.
That's a problem. Is why all these raises, all these different pay, this pay schedule, and yet these people that have been there for years and years and years haven't gotten paid overtime from COVID.
Yep, 12-hour shifts.
12-hour shifts, haven't got paid time overtime for COVID. And if the money did all the way get to the brass, then there's something with the brass.
There's a thing called class action lawsuit.
Well, class action lawsuit is when a bunch of people having the same complaint sue another set of or group of people, or in this case, government. Failure to act. So are you listening? Are you out there listening? For those people that fail to act on your behalf, they are responsible for what you're going through. They are responsible for your financial problems. They are responsible for the way you feel every day going in at shit work, getting shit pay. But you do it because you love your people. You love these students, especially for the teachers. You love your work because you're trying to make a difference in a child's life. But they keep treating teachers like crap.
Thank you.
They fear getting on, man. I know a lot of teachers, very, very good teachers, and yet they're getting the bottom of the barrel. Now, I know that, well, the list, for those of you that know, the list came out about how much money is spent, how much money having these employees that don't. Well, first of all, since we're talking about employees, I have a question directly to Mr. Governor Nick Pulo. You mentioned that there'll be no ghost employees.
Yes, sir.
So the ghost employees also count people that work remotely? Because according to what your definition of ghost employees is, people that are paid but they're not there in the physical sense. So what do you call remote employees? Remote ghost employees?
Hey, talk about his ghost employees. What was that guy's name? It was Barry.
Oh, okay. Well, let's remind me to pick up on Barry after this.
Okay, I got some.
So, ghost employees, that takes a lion's share of the budget. I don't like people that say, oh, that was budget from last year. Yes, but you're the office of the governor. That means the governor, whatever was done last, he can change it because why? Because he's the governor. E ma whaia ko wanga sui mea, ku ia bewa peanga whakupalanga, whakapulanga i whainga marolo kia. A whainga marolo fau ngei, fau ko wanga. Po le alawa mea whainga marolo kia, e ma whai e yeile pawa i ka kua kasi o le ko wanga rea. Whatever the last administration did, the current governor is the boss, and he can do as he pleases that for the better of the people. He can change situations, unless it's law that he can't. But he is the top cop. He is the top man here in American Samoa.
The boss.
You know, I used to hear when the governor was, when I was growing up, that no matter what, the governor has a say in flights in and out of the airport, at least commercially. Remember during COVID, nobody could come through because Governor Lolo had to say it. And when he says no, because he fears for COVID to spread to his people, that means no. Even though some people are flying in, but that's a corporate matter. People for las tagues. So these employees, the governor, executive assistants, executive directors, executive something, AST or ASS, executive this, executive that,
Oh my God, sorry.
getting paid all these ridiculous amounts.
A lot of money.
So I asked the governor when I had a meeting with him, what is the job of an executive assistant?
You're the gopher.
And he basically said they serve at my pleasure.
Go for this and go for that.
So we're back in America, we call this gopher positions. Why do we call it gopher? Because whatever the governor says, you go for this, you go for that, take my dry cleaning, wash my dog. Yeah, I wish I had that privilege. But where did it go wrong? We had so much hope for change. We had so much hope for a new beginning. I thought we were going to be working with a clean slate, like clean slate. Everything new. New car, fresh smell, everything. But what do we find? Coffee runners, that's why, Mr. Hunt. Coffee runners, go for coffee. Go for that.
Go for a double cheeseburger.
So many of these positions, are they necessary? I mean, really, are they necessary? How many executive directors do we need to have? How many executive assistants does the job require? You know, one or two good assistants can do everything, but that's not my pick.
Yeah, you know.
That's Mr. Governor's pick. So, Mr. Governor, I know you'll be listening to this or having your assistants monitor this podcast. It's okay. It's okay. You can fire them now. You got through the transition. You got through the transitions.
Tell them straight up, man.
You can let go. Say thank you for your service to your nation. And here you go. There's the door. If they're on contract, suck it up and pay the contract. Or find out a way not to. Well, aren't they subject to a 6-month
6-month review.
employment trial? You know what I'm saying?
Probation.
What's up, Seattle, Washington? You Talofalava. You know, what's up with that? And if you're watching, please share with your friends. They will want to know what's going on the rock. Not the West Rock, the East Rock. The East Rock. We don't need that.
A bunch of directors and assistants. But government needs a
How do I pronounce your name? JBL.
Shirley.
So what's up, Jay? You're right. We don't need all them much directors and assistants. Yeah.
Friends and not neighbors.
Friends and not neighbors. And or not neighbors. So, so, you know, coming out from American Samoa, just direct. I think this is the way to go. Live and direct. You know, your comments are very highly valued, because, you know, I've always had this notion that, oh, you got to go help your people. Help your people. How can I help my people? Well, I can open my big ass mouth and say some bullshit. That's how I can help my people. That's how you got it. What are your thoughts on the classification of these employees? You know, keep it coming because we're going through a crisis now, a crisis. Our government is going through an identity crisis. They can't figure out who they are. You know, they can't figure who they are. I don't mean that gender-wise.
Yes, sir.
I mean that are they Democrats or Republicans? You know, just a little history. This has always been a Democratic Republic kind of place, if you want to call it that.
It's a both for the. It's a both for the place.
It's a popular place.
Just
You know?
like our government.
I have a little audience here. They like to talk off mic, so don't mind them. They're valid too.
Sorry.
Was that Ariel?
Ariel.
Ariel. Nice to meet you, Ariel. So, can I get some water?
Your gopher will get it.
My executive assistant? Oh, wait, you having my executive director do my executive assistant's job? Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. Is there anything else I might get you?
How about a hammer on the side of the head?
There's a good places that.
From Bailor.
Who?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Bailor? Steals. Style, steel, sing. Oh. By the way, I'd like to mention another podcaster in our midst, Styles, Steel, Saint.
Shout outs.
Isn't she's
Whoop, whoop.
Shout out. You know,
isn't she like also a European like educated chef?
yeah. So, hang with us here. So you've got things going up in the House of Representatives. They shot down some nominees last week. And I think that's the second time some of these nominees. So the Senate and the Legislative is on break right now. Is they on break as of Friday? I think they're on break. So time to bug your representative, come and fix your driveway,
Potholes. The
potholes and everything. I can't take this call. Sorry, could you call VCs? And yeah, 258.
655.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out.
Oh, shout out to VC Shop,
Hey.
Big Chanel, the tow people, and the mechanic people.
Yes, sir.
They just all say do stick to everything. God damn. So, let's get back to the House and the Senate. So there's been a lot of bills introduced, and I think some of them already passed. One of them was
Sorry. Oh, shoot. Let me go outside. Sorry.
one of them is about the governor and lieutenant governor. What's the word? Impeachment. Impeachment. The impeachment bill is passed in the Senate. So I don't know if that has to go through the House. I'm not really privy to that information. But I don't know. Was it because of this guy or was it because of the last guy? Or maybe the impeachment bill came up because the last guy wouldn't answer questions about the 36 million. Remember? Remember that 36 mil that went poof. You know? It's good to have these checks and balances in place. But is the current, if it is towards the current guy, then I'm trying to understand that. But since maybe they should wait for the 100-day mark, or I don't know. I'm just suggesting, because when the Senate comes back, or when they're back in session, it's what, June, July, I think so, and so that they will make clear of what's the next step. But that's some big things. And I learned from, because of last week, there were 2 times that the invite was turned down to come to the House to answer questions. Now, I'm not really sure if it was an actual subpoena, because if it was a subpoena, you have to appear, or you're going to be punished by law. This is what I'm thinking. But if it was just an invitation, then that's just a slap in the face. If you were invited by the House to come and testify and you turn it down, okay, 1, should be a medical reason, 2, an emergency regarding the person, or 3, you just don't care. So, if you just don't care, then you should look in the mirror and say goodbye to yourself. Because you're going to go off into la la land. All the stress that you're going to go through, it's going to make you crazy. I didn't say about killing anything or anybody, but the stress will. And here in this rock, on this rock, is a very small place where stress kills. And people get their thrills because you can't take a chill pill. You know what I'm saying? Barry Funt, spelled P, or no, FP. It's a really German last name. FPUNDT. Barry. Yo, Barry, that's fictional.
Isn't it? I just talked to him.
They'll call him a messenger. So, sorry, it's been a busy phone this morning. Right when it started to fall, because everybody started da-da-da-da-da-da. That's when everybody started waking up. So, Barry Funt. Barry, I hope I don't see you at Flying Fox, because you'll see a flying fox. Flying fox move! I'm going to kick you karate style. Man, how are you going to advise people in the governor's office like that? You know, you should be fired. Better yet, molasses should be poured all over you on a red anthill. These Samoan red anthills. How are you doing with that? Yes.
Are you talking about him being, because I would have to go take a call. Are you talking about him being the...
Yeah, Barry Funt. Barry Funky.
Is that what you're saying?
Uh-huh.
I have a question. Lawsuits and stuff like that, are they filed here against him, the governor, or would they be out of state? And the only reason I'm saying that, because I looked at the bar, the American Samoa bar list,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't see his name on it, so
Okay.
I presume by looking at that list that he's not licensed.
That's a legal question, and I have no legal...
Oh, so if somebody out there knows...
If somebody out there knows if Barry Funt is a practicing attorney here in American Samoa, because our researchers have found nothing that says he's a attorney.
A license? No, he is an attorney.
He's an attorney,
Yes.
but he's not
Yeah,
licensed.
I think Washington is...
Okay. Well, then here's
But
something.
I don't see that he's licensed or practiced.
We don't see that he's licensed or practiced in American Samoa.
I couldn't find any evidence of it.
So if anybody out there with the American Samoa Bar Association, drop that knowledge over to us, and then we'll spread the knowledge. Because we can't find him on the Bar Association website. We know there's a lot of attorneys in American Samoa. Jeez. If you can't find one, then you're not looking at the right place. But Barry Funt is this guy that I think he's working for the governor's office. Yeah.
Sir, there's 2 questions. Who's really in charge while Governor Bulo's on track? Thoughts on Medicaid summit ends today?
Okay.
According to Medicaid, SG 55 mil shortfall allegedly.
Yeah, the 65 mil shortfall has a lot to do with, which I'm guessing, my best guess is, has a lot to do with matching funds, or maybe not. But we were supposed to be at that summit. I wasn't feeling good, because it was a health summit. But it was, I've got some people getting some information on it. Recall that AG was being appointed.
Reading that the AG was being appointed.
All right, let me get to Stephanie's question first. So he didn't pass the American
Bar
Samoa.
Association, yeah.
Well, I think the only bar association here in American Samoa you have to pass is the actual bar, where people get drunk and yay. No, if you attorneys out there who practice American Samoa, that was a joke. I don't know. American Samoa had a bar that you could pass, that they could take. And
We have a bar association.
we have a bar association. Yeah. So to Dan, is it Dan or Don? Hunt.
Dan replied, Dan Hunt.
Yeah, the thing with the GAR, great question.
It was answered.
That is still being debated publicly. There was a lot of concern. First, I heard the side that says, well, maybe the lieutenant governor is too old to be handling that responsibility. For those of you that said that, eat my shorts. What do you mean the lieutenant governor is old age? The current lieutenant governor, has vast experience. He's of his facilities, okay? There's nothing wrong with the lieutenant governor. He jokes around a lot because that's his style. But when it comes to knowing how to get things done, Mr. Lieutenant Governor Pulu can do it 10 times over than anyone else. Yeah. So with that, making the Attorney General GAR, to me, is always sus. What was the governor thinking when he did that, and who advised him? So if Barry Funt, if you're one of these advisors that advise the government, the governor, to make the Attorney General the GAR, then yeah, you do deserve a swift kick in the nuts. But I'm telling you, it's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. And I will share with you why the current governor is the current governor. It was because of the LT. It was because of the LT. His political power is second to none here on the island. The LT makes things move. If the LT has the respect of the Senate and the House, has my respect, and I'm a nobody. So to think that with the governor making the Attorney General the GAR, I don't know what he was thinking. I mean, heaven only knows. But with anybody like that making a decision that drastic, has to have an advisor or advisors. So if all the advisors that the governor has could not come up with a logical solution, then this is the dumbest idea I've ever heard them do.
Right.
Okay, just put it in layman's terms. This is the dumbest. So far, says Homer Simpson. So far. Yeah. When any of you get knowledge on that, drop it to us, and we'll help spread the word. What other questions we got in there? Oh yeah, about the bar association.
It just said there is a bar association.
There is a bar. Yeah, no, there is a bar
Check it out on the
association.
website.
Yeah, go to the website, the American Samoa Bar Association, And
There's
Yeah.
a list of attorneys.
it's got a list of attorneys. And then, it has historical and monumental cases. It's a case log. You have to either know the village or know the person that the case was against or for in order to, but a lot of research material in there. I am not sure where this bar association makes their association with. Not sure. I mean, yeah.
They have to be licensed.
So,
Oy vey.
going back to the governor's office and the dynamics in there, it's just they're still trying to find. No, not they. The governor is still trying to find his way because the governor's job is new to him. He knows to be a director of OIA, right? Office of Internal Affairs, the people that deal directly with American Samoa. But being a governor's seat is still new to him. And we all thought, a lot of us thought, that by having Lieutenant Governor Pulu, that he'll have sound advice. Well, imagine if you're Lieutenant Governor Pulu and you called upon last week, why did your people turn down the invite to face the House Committee? And he was surprised. You know why he was surprised? Because they locked him out of all decision making. That's my only, that's the only reason I'm giving, and that sounds like the logical answer. Because when the governor was away since last Monday, he just returned this past Monday. So the governor was away for a whole week. The lieutenant governor is supposed to be in charge. Then they have this thing with the guard. So people don't really know. If we were to poll people on the streets of Whangatongo, by the, let's say, maybe that's what we should do, huh? On these hot topic issues, to poll the people that are around that area. Some just randomly, the college too. Because who knows who's in charge?
And there'd be a lot of fighting right now, I would think, within power struggles
A
within
lot of power struggles within.
offices.
You've got these EAs fighting amongst each other. Who gets to hold the the bone? You know,
Say that again, you mean the
bone.
Oh,
Who gets to hold the bone? Right?
in reference to
The power. Yeah.
Thank you.
So when I say the bone, it means the power. Who gets to hold a bone? I'm sorry, of power.
Excuse you.
Excuse me. Excuse me, plenty. So
you have a dirty mind, boy.
when the governor was off island, who was in charge? Was it the attorney general? Was it the lieutenant governor? Because here's what I thought I knew of how the dereliction of duty comes from. Governor, and if the governor's not here, lieutenant governor. If they're both not here, then president of the Senate. And when the president's not here, then it's the speaker of the House. So after that, all else is game. But that's what I thought this is how it ruled. Apparently not. So if you happen to see the governor, because he's supposed to be a public person, just yell out, "Hey, governor, where are your ghost employees? Are they in Ghost Town?" But yeah, it's so that's what happened on that part. So let's move backwards towards to who can we keep crucifying now? Oh, by the way, thank you very much for your hopes and for your prayers and well wishes. Homie's doing well. Yep. Homie had a defibrillator go off during the first American Samoa press conference for the governor.
Won't you always remember that, though?
There's a question.
I got zapped. I zapped myself during the press conference. Isn't that just a freaking thing?
It says
Anyway.
here, what's your theory on why Governor Pula is traveling so much this month? Is he recruiting in the turmoil?
Who's that from?
That's from Styles.
Oh, hi, Sal. Okay,
Power struggle to
You know-
wannabe chiefs.
great observation.
But asking about your theory. What
Oh, on theory on
on that?
why Pula is.
Traveling so much this month. Is he recruiting?
Oh,
In
okay,
the turmoil of his cabinet power struggle, or
Got
is
it.
he wannabe chiefs?
got it.
That's the question.
So let's first touch on the busy part. I think that was either the fourth or fifth time the governor has left the island since he got inaugurated. Okay, I could understand the first three, but I didn't catch it on the last two why he went out. And these are the things that have press releases. Do you remember when the man will always travel? There's always a press release. So and so is going to be in charge. I mean, literally telling the kids in the classroom that the teacher is going to be away. They'll be getting a substitute teacher. That was kind of the thing. And when he came back, you know, it says so on the memo, effective immediately until such time, and that's how it went. When this new governor came in, we never seen a press release. And when we saw a press release, it was like written by a third grader. So somebody's asleep at the wheel. But meow, 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 meow. So that's you're right. You know, it might be recruiting. I mean, wouldn't a Zoom call be better? You know, maybe he's out there, you know, looking for money to fill the hole that ASG is in. There, man, ASG is in so much debt. So much debt. Like in the mills. Like the tens of mills.
But that didn't come from this.
That did not come from this administration. That came from the last and the one before that.
He has to backtrack.
Yeah. It came of 8 years from the before, then the last 4. So you're talking about 12 years of debt.
Money mismanagement.
Money mismanagement. Yup. It's like you're going for you're going for the position of stock market broker, and you drive a Chevy. Nothing wrong with Chevy, but you know what I'm saying?
Nothing wrong with Sherry.
Yeah, wrong with Chevy.
Yeah, nothing wrong with
And so the people there are, with the power struggle situation, that exists. I mean, I managed to get to see the governor. And when I was in a meeting, I mean, then my nephew was outside with the secretary, and he observed, people trying to get access into the governor's office while the meeting was going on. Like biting at the bits. Like, come on, who does that? So is the office loosely run like that? But,
Take a number.
they take a number. I mean, damn.
Like,
Now.
So there is a lot of, especially now because it's still the beginning of the administration, they're still going for it. People are still trying to identify themselves as, the bone holder. I said bone holder. Knock it off, Sasquatch.
Duck out there.
Yep. So, Lola, you got it. It's L and L and L, the remix. The remix.
even to White and to Yola's turn.
What?
Styles says even to White and to Yola's turn.
Oh yeah, so it's in the Illustrator.
Oh, to Issy.
Yeah,
She meant to
these
Issy.
are I mean, yeah.
Is
Sure.
there like a rule when you run for governor and lieutenant governor that both your last names have to start with the same
I
letter?
don't know. It's a mental thing.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah, those past administrations have accrued on a lot of debt. You're right. You are right. I've been away for 30 years, and that's catching up. I only remember the last and this one. But, yeah, those existed when I was way back then. When I was first of age to vote, I remember Father Mavaenga just got voted in that year. So I'm not going to tell you that year because that'll date me.
Oh, this dirt.
All this dirt. But, yeah, there was debt back then. So should be a lesson. I don't think debt would ever go away because it balances the books somehow. But these people that go into politics, they're not really focused on debt, if I recall correctly.
They're not like business.
It's all about trying to make it better. Like the last administration, the Manu's administration, the whole spiel from the beginning was awesome. I think he talked about change and betterment and all that stuff. The youth all went forward and voted for LNL, or L&T. It was L&T, y'all. L&T. Until they tried to go barbecue trendy and went L&L. It's all in the sauce, man. So I don't know. This governor is talking about debt. Okay, pay some debt, but don't forget you also have to pay overtime. You also have to pay vendors and all that time. You got to find a medium where everybody can be agreeable. Not everybody happy, because you can't make everybody happy. You can't. Not like my dog here. Give him a bone and she's happy for an hour.
Holding that bone.
But if you fall dead, you'll eat your face first. Sorry, Whiskey. Oh, where's the dog? Yeah. Anyway, so that would be something to see this debt go away. But if the United States government can't do it, what makes you think that American Samoa can do it? Let's be real now. Debt is a part of life. Well, what's that thing? There's nothing guaranteed in life but debt and taxes. So.
Nothing's guaranteed, yeah.
Yeah, nothing's guaranteed but debt and taxes. But I sure wish this governor well. I don't have anything against him. It's just these decisions, man. These decisions. Oh, my God. We're not going to do it like the last administration. You just did. Oh, it's not going to be on campaign promises. You just did.
Transparency.
Oh, it's not going to be this bull caca. We'll see it. I'll believe it when I see it. Just like this. It looks like water, but it's actually pretend Coco Samoa.
Wow. You're taking it back to the first episode.
That was the last episode. Yeah.
Remember the first episode? You're like,
It's actually water, but you know what I'm saying. Don't try to fake the funk. Huh?
Served to you by your executive assistant.
Oh, that all.
Come on, man.
Okay, yeah. You guys win this time. Like that. So Barry Funt, or Perry Punt, Barry Punting. Barry, I don't care if you're an attorney here in American Samoa. I am a jungle attorney. I deal in jungle law.
He is certified.
You know who my clients are? My clients are owls and bats. And they're both nocturnal. So we move in the night. I'm surprised you've been here, what, how many years? You don't have a chief title?
You don't know yet.
What would be a great chief title for Barry Font?
I'll make him if he gets a chief title, I'll make him a very fun butter cake.
Barry Font Bunt Cake?
Yeah, if he has a title.
All right.
If he gets one, I'll.
Let's call him Barry Bunt Cake. And if you want to get back to us, yeah, sue me. I ain't got no fucking money. So, did I just say that? Did I just say that? I'm sorry, but people, me and my foul ass mouth. Oh, good.
Joe, fill in the blanks.
Fill in the blanks. Anything else you guys want to know? What else? What else? Yeah, we talked about the impeachment part. Yeah. I hope it's because for the future, I hope these senators realize that from the past, we've had this guy that's been, there was a surplus last year during last administration, a surplus, $36 million surplus. That's just that. Dude, give me a break. Surplus. That's surplus. Gee. I haven't been smoking those funny cigarettes.
No.
Not yet. Surplus. $36 million. How do you blow $36 million? I don't know. Blow? Yeah. Who knows, man? The way things were happening last administration, seems like everybody was on something. Meth, cocaine. God. Allegedly. Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, we still have a meth problem.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, to each his own, but it becomes a problem when you're standing in the street. Like, dude, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Tell your demons to go sleep. You know, a lot of people, a lot of demons around here.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Yeah. No,
Like we know this. I heard of this one taxi driver. He would be like, "Oh yeah, allegedly." He's like, "Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord," every morning. Dude tried to molest a passenger, a little girl who was a passenger. You believe that shit? I see that come to jungle justice.
Yeah.
It's called, my friends, the bat. The bat's on the knees. Because they are Batman.
But that would be wrong.
What? No, it can't be wrong. Just be karma. Karma needs people.
I tell you, let the Lord handle it. He has a great sense of humor.
Well, yeah, that's when
And
the Lord
he
whispers
does
into
what
people
you
in their
and
dreams.
I could ever think of.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Let's not bring the Lord into this.
I've seen his God's sense of humor before.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, you know, some people. See, first surplus, not people. Some people.
William Shepke, tweak as fuck. Yeah, man, tweakers.
Tweak, yep. That's right, William. Man,
Graduated to tweakers.
we got zombies. There's different stages, I think. There's zombies, there's tweakers, because tweakers are too fast to catch,
Yeah, you can never.
especially with the cops over
One
here.
of the rules in California, right? You can never catch a
If you
tweaker.
can't run, let them have some fun.
You tweak before you become a zombie. Shit. Bro, smoke one for us.
I'll be sending smoke signals later. Oh, man. So, you know what the dangers about drugs that's not hitting here yet is fentanyl.
Oh, man.
I know there's the nose candy here because, you know, people would walk into restaurants like, Cariga! I was like, were you picking donuts? Yeah, but fentanyl, this island really hasn't seen problems.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got a zombie problem, you got a tweaker problem, but you don't have a dead person problem yet. That morgue's too small.
And you know what's terrifying about that? Is that if the kids can get a hold of it just a little, just touching something.
Yep.
Styles?
Opiates, yep.
Yeah, you trying to read what Styles is asking?
Yep.
It
Opiates.
says DOE announced charter 2 from Manua to charge students $160.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what's
You know, what the hell is up that DOE? You're going to charter a plane, and then you're going to charge more than what the seat is actually worth. 2 people traveling to and from Manua. That's some cruel bullshit. Manua. The people of Manua. You guys are some kind of bullshit. I'm talking about people in DOE that try to make this happen. Not all of DOE.
Yeah.
And in the people of Samoa that's behind this, whoever's behind this, you are some kind of wonderful. I hope your tarot grows sideways. People, you know how much things cost in Mangua? A lot. Like the cigarettes here in American Samoa, they're 10, 11 bucks a pack. In Manua, it's a $20 bill because of the shipping, because of limited shipping ferry over. Most of the cargo that's carried on the plane is for the vendors who want something that they need it now, and then the price goes up. So have some love for the people. You guys have no love.
Styles?
All you see is dollar bills.
Yes, sir.
You know, dollar kills. Yep.
Style has a follow-up.
And God don't care about your dollar bills.
What you say?
She says, where's the money, DOE? All
Yeah,
that fed.
DOE.
Yeah.
Where's the money?
Yeah, all that fed.
Good question.
Yeah, man.
And yet, all I see is smoke and mirrors. So the current DOE director is off island. She won't be here until like the end of the month, which is probably this week or next week. I don't know. But then the people here, the DOE people here, you know, you're just, what is it about this transitional period? Is this the go for broke?
Cool.
No?
That's our motto.
Yeah.
And,
Go for broke,
our-
yeah. When you go for broke, like all these things that were budgeted from the last administration, for those of you that are career employees, maybe saw an opening and say, you know, I don't know what you're thinking, but there should be more of you that are accountable than the least of you that are not accountable. Say something. What do you mean? You got a job?
Yep.
Then do what you do. The fighting me for maongi. I will fight me makapea. Fight for maongi. Do it with honesty, not with a bat eye. No, makapea was like greedy. Greed. Greed, not bat eyes.
Dan Hunt. Dan Hunt says, I've read about that, so wow, I wonder what happened to Pongo Wings.
Pongo Wings.
I wonder what happened to it. For real, that's a good, that's
You know,
that's a solid,
I wonder what happened to Kite Runner.
oh shit.
Same guy that owns Pongo Wings owns Kite Runner. And also a construction company. So, I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about it.
Yeah.
but I know it's been taking charter flights.
Yeah, I hope they can step in and help out.
Yep.
You know, that would be a big win for him.
Yeah, I hope he can step in and help out.
Yeah,
But they have to go through regulation and safety, which are all good. But why isn't already in place?
that's a valid question.
You know, maybe FAA certification, but they operated with a company out of Honolulu, so I don't know. But yeah, Pongo Wings, that was a big stink, and then all of a sudden, poof, no more Pongo Wings. Now they're fried.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Don't need to clips.
Do any of you see or heard rumors about drugs in here in American Samoa? I know in Wailoa, Leone, there used to be big hotspots, which I'm sure there still are. But here in Waitongi, man, the freaks come out at night.
Both tweakers and zombies. Oh,
Yeah, both zombies and tweakers, and they're walking around during the day. They're walking around with bags of coconuts. They're going to sell your coconut they just stole. So they can tweak out at night and do the same thing over and over and over. I feel for those people in a way because of the sickness, and it's going to take a lot. But you can't force them. That's the problem. You can shove rehab down their throat until it throws up, but they have to want it. And that's a hard decision. You know, you have to learn when to stop or have something to look forward to, like a job. And that's one of the things that this administration has to solve, because they put themselves in this position. You know, the government can't handle everything, but when you make promises that the government will do this, the government will do that, and when the government doesn't pull through, then everybody's upset. Well, the government has a job, but we all do as well. You know, we all do. When we first moved to build a house, I had people that I know that are zombies, which are also relatives. I know that we get them to do work around the house, like, you know, but they haven't robbed from us except for an associate of theirs. But, you know, I'm not looking forward to the time they do, because if they do, ooh, Nelly.
Nobody should have to live like that.
Nobody should have to live like that. And if this persists, it's only a matter of time before somebody gets hurt. So that's all the problems for right now. Drug problem, government efficiency, transparency. Any other problems?
In the 684.
In the 684. Thank you for sticking out with us. I appreciate it. Till next time, people, we're here always on Wednesdays at 11 o'clock to Tawila time. Peace.